Hi, and welcome back to the show. And I'm with Bobby Saval, Ultimate Tax and Advisory Services.
That's the one.
I don't think it quite describes your service. I mean, Ultimate does, but you do so much more. And I'm fascinated about, you hear a lot of times, and I'd like to just take a bit of time with Bobby because we hear a lot of times people say, add value to clients. How does an accountant add value to a client? I mean, just do their books.
Exactly. All we do is do your books and look at your numbers. Could be 6 to 9 to 12 months after the financial year has ended, and then you ask us, how's my business going? Well, yep, cool, it was great 12 months ago. Fantastic. No. As you know, Michael, we've spoken in depth about like how we've trying to differentiate ourselves from the traditional accounting model, which is you come see me every 3 months if you're a business owner, or every year if you're a mum and dad tax return, and that's it. Cool, see you later, and we'll see you in the next 3 months, or see you in the next 12 months. So,
and customer demand now is going, well, they're saying to a lot of accounting firms, that's perhaps not quite enough.
Definitely
You're
not.
finding a real trend. People are going, we want people to step up and help us.
Yeah. Well, with us, we're very proactive in terms of meeting with the clients and in before things happen.
Yes.
Yeah, planning before things happen, because fail to plan. What is it? Fail to plan, prepare to fail, something like that. Or plan to fail. That's the one.
if you know what it is, put it in the comments.
Yeah, please do. But anyway, it's something that we've tried to promote since day one. Since we opened the business, from day one we've gone, how can we give customers more benefit, and how can we create value?
Yeah, and I know you've got, because with Crystal, your wife, she's doing the bookkeeping services.
Wife now, yes, wife now.
Yeah, you just got married. But the bookkeeping services are going to be interesting. Keep an eye on the channel, because you and Crystal are going to be putting up how to do your books properly.
Definitely, we are. We're going to do a little video series for everyone out there, outlining the 3 major bookkeeping softwares out there, how to use each one, and how easy or how difficult some parts can be, which is where you can do half the stuff yourself and the other half we can do, or you can tackle it all on your own, or none of it and give it all to us for a very small, very low price anyway.
Yeah. And I guess that's adding value again, is helping people understand so they can make, well, an informed decision. Can I do this myself, or do I need some help?
Exactly.
I think it's fantastic.
All we do with everything, it doesn't matter if it's bookkeeping, it doesn't matter if it's your end of year tax or whatever. We give you the option of as little or as much as you need from us. We, of course, especially with bookkeeping, it's a time consuming factor in your business, which our business motto is saving you time and saving you money so you can spend with your family.
Yes.
Invest in your own personal life and with your family. So be it 3 or 4 hours on a Sunday when you're doing your books, well, geez, I'd rather spend that with my kids, or with my wife, or go out see my friends, go visit my parents.
And these educational videos, obviously, they're part of your value package. But you've also identified another area just after the BAS, and you were telling me just off air, and I'm kind of going, that's pretty cool. You want to tell us a bit about this? Because I think a lot of business owners, whether they do it with you or do it by themselves, this could be a really valuable tool for them.
Definitely. So when the 3 monthly BAS comes around, a lot of people go, oh geez, I have to pay that much GST or whatever.
Yeah.
But they don't realise what's happened in that 3 months. How's my sales gone? How am I at the moment? How am I going to go in the next 3 months? So what we've designed is, for all our business clients, is the opportunity to come and see us couple of weeks after the end of the quarter, or when we finalise their BAS, and which is usually, let's say, a month after the end of the quarter, we'll go, hey, let's meet up. Let's look in depth how you've gone, not just from a numbers perspective, but in a marketing perspective. What have you done to achieve that result? Was it the result that you wanted to achieve? Was it under or lower than what you were expecting? And why did that happen? And what can you do now to make the next 90 days, so the next BAS quarter, more effective for you and your business?
2 great questions there, why, and then the how. So you're looking so you can analyse it to get an understanding, but your how, you're very, again, matching your proactiveness, going, no, let's do something about it. Let's put some steps and tools. Is this part of this business coaching stuff that you
It is. It's very similar to what we go with our premium business coaching clients, but we felt, how can we give that to our other clients who are not in that program, or who don't feel that they need it right now? So just these little hints about what we can add value to you and to grow your business, because it's little things which you may be great at your task. You may be a genius carpenter or a genius plumber, but marketing, that's definitely not your favorite task of all. Or learning how to sell.
Yes.
Or pricing models, which is what us as accountants we do. How do we price your business, products or services to outline what you want to achieve in the next 3, 6, 12 months?
You know, just when you talk pricing models, I don't know about other people watching, but I know, having on several businesses, pricing models are really important because you can be selling a lot and still go broke.
Yes. Yep.
I'm sure you've seen this.
Now, well, I want to put my hand up and be real to everyone out there and say, well, it was us. We realised that our initial pricing model was incorrect to the value that we were providing. So at the beginning, we were focusing on generating lots of clients, which, as a starting a business, you've got no fallback plan. That's what you have to do.
Yep.
But then it's almost realising that point, okay, what value am I creating? Am I creating value for the lower end price model? Or am I charging somebody for a value that is a premium price? So we've met halfway and reevaluate our pricing models and gone, okay, we'll still create value, but still keep it reasonably priced for everyone out there. So definitely, it can happen to us, it can happen to you, and it definitely does. So it's something that a lot of people just sweep under the rug and go, no, it will get better. But when you're working...
I'll just do more.
I'll just do more. But when you're working 100 hours a week, how can you do more?
We did it here. We, of course, being a YouTube video marketing company, we went on, I call it and it's not my phrase, by the way, it came from a lady called Susan Evans, and we talked about her, but it's a fast path to cash. And basically you jump in and go, let's just generate some cash flow.
Yep.
And there's nothing wrong with that, as long as you realize that all you're doing is generate some cash flow, pay a few bills, get some clients, as you said, and then talk to someone like yourself and say, okay, I've got this, but this is unsustainable because I actually don't make any money. I've got some money coming in, but it's only to pay bills. And so pricing models are really important. I think it's adds great value. We'll take a quick break and come back with more from Bobby and the ultimate tax and advisory, business coaching, value-adding services. Look, if you want to get more customers, if you want to grow your business, I think, summarising you, if you want to make more money and get the time to spend it with your family, these are the guys to talk to. We'll be right back. Well, we were talking about getting lots of money and making no money, and we're talking about value adding. It's interesting, we talked before we went to air, and we just had a bit of a break then, but we're talking about sometimes we get confused. We don't add value because we actually don't know what we are.
Yes.
We think adding value is, all right, we're a YouTube marketing company, but we can do podcasts, or we can do business coaching, and we can do this, and we can do all these things. That's not value adding.
That's right. Exactly. So like us with an accounting firm,
Yeah.
We've got these other side projects. We've got online business programs. We've got one-on-one business coaching. We've got, bookkeeping is a part of it, but that's another side project. But our core function is accounting for small business owners. So what we've realised is that's our, I guess what we said before, that's our core focus or our genius task, and the rest are, I guess, add value creators for our business. So
you look at it in this spotlight of going, okay, what we are is really, really good accountants. You've got a really good grip. Everything to do with accountant, from pricing models to saving tax to setting up structures, making sure your business is right. And then you're going, okay, if we were to do this, so the question you ask, if I'm going to add bookkeeping, does it add a value to my account?
Yes.
Is that how you measure it?
Exactly right. Exactly. How can these small business owners, be it in the health and fitness industry, medical industry, trades industries, whatever, how can you operate your business, and how can we help you make it more efficient? So by adding the bookkeeping service, well, that allows you, a lot of the times, it's a lot of our clients are husband and wife team,
Yeah.
So it's either the husband's the main worker and the wife is the admin, or in a lot of cases it's vice versa.
Yes.
So how can either one of them better value for the business, and what time is it consuming? So the admin tasks, so let's say the bookkeeping, how often, or payroll, how long are you spending each week or each day in some cases, not outsourcing that model?
Yeah. It's interesting when I hear you talk like that and adding the value. So, and then I'm just thinking about your coaching services. And I suppose as an accountant, you see so many different business models. So really what in your coaching service, you're saying, well, we're business owners ourselves. We understand tax, we understand bookkeeping. But because we see all these other businesses, we can look at yours and say, you know what? We saw this over here.
Yes.
Not accounting, but we saw this strategy, maybe a marketing or a sales. And that's how you're adding use. So is that what brought that value back into that business?
Exactly right. Yeah. So yes, everyone needs to have a niche target, but then you can't exclude everyone. So obviously 80% of your clients should be your niche, and then 20% of your clients should be a few outside of that model. But for us, small business owners are our niche, and how can we help other business owners there? So health and wellness is our main focus.
Yeah.
But the strategies and business models in place in those types of industries, well, they're not too indifferent to a tradie model.
No.
Or a retail store. All these value creating methods, it's something that can really, that in every industry, just planned a different way, will work.
Yeah. So when you're looking at stuff like that and you've got those people coming in and they're going, I'm stuck.
Yes.
And how many of us say that? You know, I've been in business and I go, you know what, Bobby, I've hit a block. I can't see past it. So for your clients, because you're the accountant, you understand their business intimately. Basically, a lot of trust there. Is this one of those situations you're going, well, it's part of your coaching.
Yes.
Come in, and you can get them past stuck with these ideas that they may just not have thought of.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah.
So at least the call a week I get from a business owner out there, Bobby, I need help. Last week was great, and this week I don't know what's going on.
I remember this story I'll share when I think you were at the cafe, and it's a lot of things that a lot of people do, but the cafe they just got blinded. We all get stuck in doing our work, don't they? Going, Bobby, and you went, hold on, how about coffee and cake as a package price? And you taught them packaging groups of things. And I know they're probably going, oh.
Why didn't we think of that? Something so simple. And all it is, because we find that every business owner out there, myself, yourself, everyone is 99% of the time working in the business.
Yeah.
And 1% on the business, where it should be 40% in the business and 60% on.
And how many times have we shared an idea with someone, and I bet there's heaps of people going, me too, and you go, I know that.
Yes, yeah, exactly.
And they go, thanks for reminding me.
That's all it is. It's you know it, and we know you know it.
Yeah.
Especially if in the cafe model. You know, you've worked in, these particular clients have worked in cafes for 10, 20 years of their life. So they know it. But when it comes to your own business, you're just focusing on, got to make the food, got to make the coffees, and got to make the cakes.
And you come blind, don't you?
Yes, so you're sort of in this one model, whereas if you just open up your reach a little bit, you can sort of, and all it takes is that one conversation, whether it be a business coach or with your accountant, if they're strategic planners like ourselves, they may not understand that type of, I guess, areas of business, which is, as you know, why we started our business, because accountants don't do that.
And that was the gap.
Yes.
And a lot of us, we go into businesses, and a lot of us go into businesses like yourself, because you go, hold on, yes, I'm this, but here's a gap. And then we're coming back to value now, aren't we?
That's right.
So gaps are all about fill the gap. If you find values missing, you can really find a good niche for yourself, or a point of difference for yourself.
For us, it wasn't so much of a niche, it was a point of difference. Because accountants who traditionally label themselves as business advisors, but don't really advise you on business.
No, I went to one, and look, fair call, they helped me with structure.
Definitely.
And they teamed up with a lawyer who's also a good friend and he's a really nice guy, but they helped me with structure, made sure the trust and everything was set up properly.
Exactly.
That's what they called business advice.
Yes. And for us, we do that business advice.
You do that
but
as
then
well.
it's the other 95% of actually operating and running a business is
Yeah.
what we've, I guess, spent countless hours of training and educating ourselves
Yes.
to learn and understand more about it. So for the clients that come see us for a meeting, we're not just talking to them about structure.
No.
We're bettering okay, this is the structure you need and how you can benefit this structure for strategy-wise to make you the most money as fast as fast cash.
Fast cash.
Fast cash.
Fast path
to cash.
Thanks, Suzanne.
How can we do that and with all these other little bits?
Yeah.
Sales, marketing, strategy, pricing, all these aspects.
And it strikes me when you're talking value, we hear a lot of people talk about customer service and customer experience, but that's what you're talking about, value. You're going, okay, what is the ultimate customer experience? What can our customers, when they walk away, they go, you know what? I wouldn't leave these guys if you paid me. That's what you're trying to achieve by adding the value.
It's those raving fans that you want. And how do you get those raving fans? It's just creating the right content, creating the right value, and the customer experience is number one. That's why at Ultimate Tax and Advisory, our number one core value is ensuring the customer experience is at the highest point to what any customer that walks through our doors or meets with our team experiences.
Wow, customer experience. And you talked about raving fans, and I think one of the things that comes from raving fans is people say, how do I get referrals?
Yes.
And is there a technique that you use to get referrals?
To be honest, no.
Yeah.
The technique I use is being honest, genuine, trustworthy, and I guess just being an all-round great provider of our accounting service. Whether it's a tax return, whether it's a new business client or existing business client, just creating, doesn't matter if you're, in our case, it's a lower price customer or our premium customer.
Yeah.
The value that we create and I guess the service we give is identical.
Yeah.
With the higher price customers, we see them more often.
Yeah.
The lower price customer, we may see you once a year. But whenever you have a question, it's an email, phone call, doesn't matter. Always happy to take that call, respond to that email, and it's just all about providing that experience. And with our business, actual marketing per se has grown our business as well, but what's grown it immensely is the customer referrals.
Is the customer, and that, I think a lot of people, they try to get referrals and and we've all been there, try too hard when you're saying, wind back off that. The referrals is going to be a byproduct of giving this great service.
That's right, exactly.
Did you physically sit down when you looked at your customers, I know with your premium ones you probably do, but just in each category go, okay, this is how we treat them, this is how we greet them, this is how we do it. Because I've been to your place, it's great. Got the great coffee machine.
Yes.
It's like, oh, this is grand. Did you write down and go, this is how we want them to be treated each time they come in?
Yep.
And do you have a different approach for, and this I think is interesting, for a new customer to existing customers? There's a slight difference in how you deal with them.
Not necessarily, no.
Right.
The difference, I guess, would be is, for an existing customer, I know you. So I can talk about what we spoke about last time.
Yes.
Whereas a new customer, it's just creating that rapport. But the experience of when you walk through our door is the same. Sit down, let's have a chat, have a coffee, have a tea, have a sparkling, whatever you want.
Yeah.
We got Pepsis in the fridge, it doesn't matter. I like to get to know and have that, rather than going straight into business, which is what I found was, in my past experience of employment, was cool. In, out, on the clock. It's traditional time for money, great billable hours. That's it. The customer's there, your time, we're charging this client X, you've only got 20 minutes with that client before you got to see the next one. It's sort of a churn and burn factory, which is what we didn't want to provide.
No. And it's interesting you're saying then, as part of your building rapport, but you're saying, I want to get to know the person and not just the business.
Yeah.
And does that then give you, people say, well, you're just spending time, but is that actually giving you an edge then, giving you an advantage when it comes to advising?
Of course, it definitely does. With us, by building that rapport, excuse me, it allows that one customer, let's say you're just an everyday taxpayer, earning a salary and wage job.
Yeah.
But let's build some rapport, and if it's a new customer, talk about what our business model is. Let's talk about what you do for a living, etc. And it just sparks a conversation, which is what you can't do in those churn and burn factories.
No.
The conversation we usually have in already this year, probably about half a dozen times, I've sparked that one conversation with 6 customers or so, and they've gone, hey, yeah, I'd love to start a business. So whether it's a new client or existing client, it's just more about, wow, I'm really impressed with what you've done with yourselves and how you've helped other customers with testimonies on our Facebook page, and just if they were referred, they've just raving from a raving fan, they've gone, hey, this guy, or this team I should say, might be the team for me to go the next step in my life or career or whatever it needs to be.
Because I suppose that's the thing, there's a bit of a diversion there, but people sometimes want to start their own business. But the fear factor of the unknown, and that's a legitimate one, who's going to be there to support me if I go into this? But as you're saying, once they meet your teams, they're kind of going, if they've even thought about it, they're going to go, I actually have an opportunity, I've got a genuine opportunity now, because I've actually got someone who can step me through some of those early teething problems.
Yes.
I think Michael Gerber calls it the infancy stage of your business.
Exactly, the infancy stage.
Yeah.
So you go infancy to toddler to teenage to adulthood.
Yes.
And hopefully you retire. That's the aim of the game, isn't it?
Yeah, make enough money so you go, well, whether you sell it or whatever
it needs to be. But leading back to the whole customer experience, having that conversation, 10, 15 minutes. A lot of times people just want to go straight into it. I'm more than happy with that.
Yeah.
But I still like to have a chat with them.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. It's all about sit down, let's just talk about nothing for 5, 10 minutes, whatever it needs to be.
Now, when you talk to people, and we talk referrals, but I suppose the spin-off from referrals is also you referring, or with key people that you know. Is this where you can identify, I think you're stuck there.
Yes.
It's not mine, but I can, with the candidate I used to have, he had a very good relationship with a lawyer.
Yep.
Great relationship there. And he knew straight away, that's not my expertise.
Exactly.
Well, look, I've got a really nice guy. You can have a quick chat with him, and he'll see if he can help you. Do you build those relationships as well?
Most definitely. We've got partnerships with lawyers, mortgage brokers, financial planners, people that we have used ourselves and we trust. So we build those, I guess, joint venture partnerships and referral bases via our own experience. So we use and trust these people ourselves to be able to go, no, this is the right person for you.
Yeah.
With just in a recent case, I had a client come in and she's gone, I need to start a business, but I need to get finance. I know what I'm willing to spend. I know what equity I have in my home, but I just don't know who to trust. Boom. True. Phone call, email, done. Yeah. They met with her, I think 2 days later when she was available. Got the finance. She's bought a business.
Yeah.
Now she's loving life.
Incredible, because we talk about adding value, and I think it's an underestimated value. That one is to know the other service providers that you trust, in your case, that you use, that you can send people through. I can't remember the big store that's there in America, massive store, and they said, how did you build your store? And he said, I found out everybody that had the stuff we didn't have. And when a customer came in and asked for that we didn't have, we could say, well, such and such has got it. Now this is where they are, or madam, sir, for no charge, we're very happy to go down and pick that up for you, bring it back in the store, and you can pop in on Thursday, say, and pick it up.
Amazing.
And people went, I'd rather go there. If they don't have it, they know where to get it.
Yep.
And when they know where to get it, I get the option of going and getting it myself, or they'll just get it for me. And I thought, what huge value. When I heard what you were doing with all the service providers around you, it just reminded me of that store's mentality going, people just go, okay, I need to borrow money. I'll just ring Bobby.
Yep.
I know he doesn't lend money, but he knows who does.
I know who does, yeah.
Yeah. I need a lawyer. I'll just ring Bobby. And it's that same, and I think that's one of the massive underrated values a business can provide for its clients. Definitely. Making a list of associated service providers that then go, this is my referral network.
And it just goes to show that the business model that anyone can create is, whether you're a chiropractor, cool, you're a chiropractor.
Yeah.
Maybe the adjustments won't work for you. Cool, here's a number for a physio that I trust. There you go. In fact, I've booked an appointment for you with them to see next week. Consults on me.
Here's a gym that I recommend you go to.
Yes.
With a great personal trainer.
Yep.
And I know you know a couple of
I know
those
quite
guys.
a few personal trainers, so definitely whether it's those types of issues, or actually I don't think you need chiropractic. Well, actually we've got a massage service. This is what I find will give you better value. And it's just all about any business model. It's whether you can keep it in-house or whether you outsource it with referral partners.
Yeah.
How do you create value for that one customer?
Well, we were having a bit of a giggle off air because Bobby says, why didn't you mention the store? Well, I said commercial with you, went, yeah, right, okay, I forgot. It was Walmart.
That's right.
But it was an interesting one for the UK as well, and that was how Harrods started. So Harrods just started as a little shop, little van, man in a green suit with Harrods written in gold, and they said if you were a customer, they'd go around and wind your clocks.
Really?
Because back then it was, the clocks all got wound up. So he found by doing that, then what people started to say, well, when you came around winding the clock, can you bring with you and started shopping?
Yep. So a home delivery service.
Unbelievable.
Why not?
Yeah. And we've talked about adding value is a great way to build value in your business, value for your customers, and at the end of the day, that's what it's all about. And we started off right at the very beginning, and you were saying the first thing was to, what are you? What is your core?
What is your core product or core service? So as you know, with us, our core product and service is our accounting services, and our, I guess, leading or subsidiary services that help create value for all our customers is the bookkeeping, the business advisory coaching, the online business program, all these other bits and pieces which we can just go, okay, cool, our core is accounting and tax, but these are how we can help you grow your business in other ways.
And then what you do in amongst there, which and it's like, and what I like talking to guys like yourself, I see what you do to add value, and I'm sure people say, how can they can't perhaps do that, but what could I do? And you've got this review after BAS. So we're in Australia, so we do a GST thing every 3 months.
Every 3 months, yes. So what we've designed and implemented is great for the people that can't either afford or don't have the time, which you have to make time to work on your business, as we mentioned before. So what we've decided, okay, when's a perfect day for somebody to come see us? And what we found is a group environment is great because it's not just one-on-one, it's ourselves as the accountants or advisor or coach with 5 or 6 other business owners in could be totally different industries, spitting out ideas. So what we've done is every 90 days, when we complete your quarterly GST, or if you do it yourself, like I said, we give you the options. Once you've prepared and lodged that, bring that along with us or send it to us if you do it yourself, or we'll look at it for you if we do it. Then a couple of weeks after we've done that, we'll all meet up in that 90-day review, sort of like a round table meeting, and let's do a 90-day review. So what we look at is why you've got the result for that quarter and how you can better that result for the next quarter.
I think that's brilliant. And the reason I say, when you listen to things like that, my mind goes, and I always encourage people to go, okay, I might not be able to do that, but what can I do? Now I am asking myself that question as well. It reminds me of the guys when they fit my tyres. Every X amount of, whatever it is, 12 weeks, they go in and they do a free rotate. Keep them all even. But I'm always going back. They're building that relationship, that value. And I think it's the same thing. So I guess one of the questions is to ask yourself, I'm in business, what can I do on a regular basis to help my clients?
That's right.
With a review or whatever.
Exactly.
And then you're saying that because you design a customer experience and you purposely design it, that's leading to just about automatic referrals. Exactly.
So the clients have that experience. They go, wow, I've never had this experience before, either with a meeting in the office or a 90-day review. It's like, nobody has ever provided this for me in my past. So meeting you as our new accountant And we're hoping, and we try and create that value to ensure that we're your accountant for life.
Yeah.
So that's and by in saying that, you will be more inclined to, one, be happy with our service, and two, refer customers to us because you want all your friends, family, business associates to have the same experience.
Yeah.
And that's all it is. I mean, for us, of course, we'd like to grow our business. That's the aim of any business, is to grow. But we don't want to do it in a way which we're duping people or, providing a dishonest service and just a quick buck, if you want to call it that. Yeah. No, we're here for longevity and we're here for the long haul. And we've grown our business at a fairly decent pace. But why it's been at a decent pace and not a ultra fast pace is because we've gone, cool, we're going to do it the right way. We're not snake oil salesman or whatever it is back in the day. We're not those, definitely not those type of people.
No.
Which I know accountants and coaches and all this type of stuff, it's everywhere in the industry. You get people that try to promote them for what they're not and who they imagine to be. Yeah. I've had a lot of new customers come to us and have had the worst accounting experiences in the past, and they've gone, Bobby, you and your team are just a breath of fresh air.
Yeah.
And it just creates, what we try to do is create clarity in all aspects of your life.
And the other thing you do, we give that Walmart example that I forgot about when they first started, was go, and what they said is, look, let's find out everything our customers want that we don't have. Let's find out who has it. And then just refer them. Just say, look, we don't. But Walmart went one step. They said, look, we don't have it, but such and such has got it down the road. Now you can either go there yourself, or for no charge, Walmart's quite happy to go and pick it up for you and bring it here for you to pick up. And people just love the service. And you've done the same thing. You said this is another important thing that every business can do. Yep. And you've done it in a different way. Yeah.
Just done a different way, whether you come and book a time with us for the 90-day review. There is for our customers, because it's a small close-knit group. We don't want it to be a massive seminar room. We want to keep it nice and intimate. Great. Here's the template of what we're going to go through. Great. Right. Go through it yourself if you want.
And then you've built that team of people around you. I mean, you got a variety of people around you now that you can say these people can help you. So even though Bobby may not be a lawyer, or Bobby may not be a physio or a PT instructor, you've got these people.
That's right. And like I said, physios, chiropractors, personal trainers that we use and trust ourselves, dentists, all these people will go see these people. Go see that team. They will sort you out with your health and fitness goals.
I mean, just the other day, help someone with finance.
They
didn't know where to get it from.
Didn't know where to get it from.
Well, they didn't trust. I think that was it. We don't know who to trust.
Everyone knows somebody.
Yes.
But whether let's say you have a local bank manager. So you go there, you may see one of the plethora of team there. You may know a couple of them by name if you're a frequent to the bank. I know I'm not that frequent to the bank. No. Smart ATMs are fantastic. But when it comes to somebody you want to get advice from, how do I know you're the right person for me?
Yeah.
And that's where I've tried to bridge that gap for people. Either, it doesn't matter if you're self-employed, because our brokers, they deal with both commercial and residential finance. So if you're looking for a new home, these are the people to see to get you the best deal possible. So
absolutely great. I hope you got a lot out of that show. It was all about how a business owner, you as a business owner, me as a business owner, and Bobby as business owners, how we can just think a little bit outside the box, adding value to our clients. So we do give us referrals, and we build valuable client base, which gives us a valuable business.
That's right.
It's been fantastic. Thanks,
Michael,
Bobby.
Thanks so much. Really appreciate your time.
Obviously, the call to action. You must tell people how they call. Even yourself, I did a post the other day and didn't put the call to action. When I proofread it and went, lucky I picked that up. Call to action. How do they contact you? So we're Ultimate Tax and Advisory. We're at Unit 2, 868 Beaufort Street in Inglewood, or email us office@ultimate-tax.com.au, or call us on 08 6144 3370.